Hey everybody, ReefGrrl here, and welcome to ReefGrrl Live. I am so happy you could make it. The whole idea here is to have some fun, chat, get some questions answered, maybe show off what you're doing, and get to know each other a little bit better. So sit back, relax, grab a drink. The stream is about to begin. Hi everybody, nice to see you here. GTA 5 vids and Kimber Reefs. Wow, usually we have a bunch of people, and I wonder if I threw everyone off a little bit with last night's something just hatched video. That was actually the stream reminder. So although it's had almost 500 views, I wonder whether people didn't realize. So thanks for coming along. There's Benny. Hey Benny. Nice to see you guys. I hope everybody's staying safe and well in these times that we're having. It's kind of scary, and I've been sticking pretty close to home. Hey Hector, Calypso's Reefs. So Benny and Hector, I did send out the email with the link for the studio if you guys are interested in coming in and chatting, and I'll put the email up here. There it is. It's a banner across the bottom. So if anybody wants the link, just let me know, because I would be happy to send it out to you. And you can come in and show us what you're doing. Kimber, I know you have, or Kim, I guess, sorry. I know you have a lot of stuff going on there, including a really cool freshwater tank. Oh, all of a sudden we got 9 people watching. Who else popped in? Insane Reefer. Hey Oscar, Mermaid's Reef. Tar Heel Reefer, I don't think I've seen you before, and welcome. Braveheart Reefer 525, hello from the UK. Hey Paul, just got a DIY. Nice. Have a couple of people that popped in already. We've got Hector, Calypso's Reefs, and Skookumchuck. So I'm going to bring both you guys in, and we can chat. Heather, Hector, I was just looking at your video on how you almost killed your tanks. So maybe you can tell us a little more about that. How are you? Hey, can't.
Hey everybody.
Say something?
Sorry, I got a couple of minutes.
Oh, it's okay. You're fine. I'll just mute your mic there. Hector, can't hear you. Ooh, nice couch. Oh, yep. Screaming Baby and Wife Watching Contagion. Apparently Contagion is the #1 trending movie for rental right now. Surprise, surprise. Who else is here? Hey, Useless Reefer. Nice to see you. What happened? Kimber Reefs. Oh, Kim says her lagoon is not looking great. That's never good. I hate it when you suddenly look at something and you just know it's not right, and it takes a few minutes to figure it out. Yeah, not good. I've been noticing my Acropora daytime polyp extension isn't as good as it used to be, so I'm going to do a water change tomorrow and see if that makes any difference, because it's been a while, probably about 2 weeks since I did one in there. Oh yes, Kim. Kim has talked about this on Instagram, epoxy issue. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I use a product called Epo Putty that you can get on eBay, and I believe it's made in Europe somewhere. I won it as a prize in JD Reef's one of his subscriber contests. And ever since the very first time I ever used it, I loved the stuff. It turns into rock, and it's not toxic. And I actually have a case of it that I ordered last time I ordered it on eBay, because I know I've got a big build coming up, and I thought, you know, while I can get it, I'm going to get it. Hey Dromedy, nice to see you. Oh, GTA 5 Vids is having a low nutrient issue. Yep, I guess that happens. Hasn't happened to me yet. but that doesn't mean it won't. Oh, I guess Hector's gone to fix his audio issue. What else is going on? So you can set it on off. Oh, I see, Benny. You're talking about GTA 5 vids and the skimmer. Yeah, that's a good idea, because that's what always used to happen to me. I would leave it off and then forget to turn it on again. JB water well, normally reef safe. This time, who knows what? Yeah. You just don't know. Maybe there's something actually in the water that, I don't know if you have to mix it with water or not. Hey, American Reefing. Nice to see you. All right, everybody's got stuff going on. Hey, Skookum Chuck. Let's get you unmuted. Showing us your tank there.
Worse things have
How are
happened to
you?
me than being muted. I'm doing great. I hope everybody's doing great, and the coronavirus hasn't interrupted too many people too much. And this is a lovely distraction from all of that.
Yeah, I agree. I look forward to it. I've been staying very close to home. I was actually nervous going to the grocery store yesterday, and it turned out to be for no reason, because there were very few people there, and I got everything I needed, even the much coveted one package of toilet paper that everybody's allowed to have.
I'm gonna try and stay away from the TP jokes.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, the reef. I hope everybody's aquarium is doing well, and they're everything's going okay. I don't know what questions people have about anything, or what we were going to talk about tonight.
Yeah. Hey, little bit of a reef.
Yeah,
nice of you to come on in.
I have sold some rock and some sand. I don't know that I'm going to get ready to, with things that are in place and with the orders that Trudeau's made regarding vacancies, evictions, and moving. I don't think I'm going to be in a position to move as quickly as I thought I was going to have to be, which might be a good thing for me temporarily.
Yeah.
So on the lighter side, I've got some time that ways. Pardon?
Oh, I just say Hector's back. Let's bring him in. Hey, Hector, did you figure it out?
Oh, hey, Hector.
Oh, we can see your lips moving, but we can't hear you.
What's happening, Hector?
It's probably a setting. Microphone turned on. Looks funny. Everybody, just to distract from that.
Just had to grab one of my favorite beverages.
Everybody notice my new headphones? Yes. $31 on Amazon, Canadian. Wireless. They're blue. They match everything. Oh, Hector's gone away again. So Skookum Chuck, you figure that you'll be able to delay the required move a little bit.
There's that improving the view, Annie.
I like stirring up my sand once in a while. I think it's good for the coral to get that turbid water.
I think it's okay. It helps feed the corals, definitely. It puts some things in the water column that otherwise aren't there.
Yeah.
I think it's a natural motion in the ocean, so to speak. Oh, busy knocking that Duncan over, and that's going to be kind of, we'll see how easy it is to straighten up. Cooperate. Buried itself in the sand. Well,
Yeah, I
Maybe
can
I'll save
relate.
that till later.
Yeah, I'm always doing stuff
There
like
we
that.
go. Yeah, a bit of a stretch, but it got done. Um, yeah, it's stirring up the sand. Naturally, I think in nature, the tides would naturally stir the sand up for the most part and get rid of all the biology that grows in it. Um, I like I've said a few times, I think I've got it way too deep, and I've got rid of probably about 20 pounds yesterday to a guy, gentleman I know who's starting a 100-gallon aquarium up.
Oh,
So
nice.
I gave him some live rocks, some bio pellets, about 10, 15 gallons of water from this aquarium, and one mushroom. And from the pictures today, the mushroom's happy. The biology in his aquarium is doing good. He said it, pardon me, filled it up yesterday afternoon. And the mushroom looks happy and is sitting tall and proud in the aquarium. So things look pretty good in that tank so far.
Yep, that's a good idea for the other guy to get sand and water to help start the tank.
The biology's going right away, yeah.
Yep. Oh, let's try Hector again. Hello, Hector?
Hopefully not.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you now.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. How's everybody?
Good. Skookum
Hey,
Chuck's
Hector,
just showing
we're
us all
styling,
the
man. Hope you're
sand
doing okay.
stirring.
Yeah, thank God everything's good over here. A little scary, you know, with all this going on, but we just gotta stay home and stay safe.
Yeah.
That's all we could pray for, you know.
I feel
'Cause it's
bad because I love being at home. So everybody's making all these sacrifices to be at home, and I just love it. I'd stay home all the
yeah,
time in my pajamas if I could.
yeah. Me too. I love being home, but you know, I'm working right now. I'm off for a month, so they shut down production. My job. At least I'm getting paid, but still, who knows when I go back and how things gonna be.
Yeah.
I work in a small company, so who knows? And all our product comes from China, so it's scary right now. But I guess put my hands to work again and start cutting hair again. And even that, a lot of barbershops are closed right now,
Yep.
so,
Yeah.
so it's
Well,
scary.
it's a personal service.
Yeah.
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 Hey, Awoken. Nice to see you. Tina's Reef is here. Tina, I've been thinking about you this week, wondering whether your surgery was impacted. It was supposed to be the 24th. And I was wondering whether you would still be able to get it or not with everything that's going on. Up here, they've canceled a lot of surgeries to make room in the hospitals. Broke Reef
Yeah.
Man, 45.
Yeah. I went with my girl to her appointment, and they didn't let me in. Only one person at a time. If you didn't need to be there, nope, they don't want you in there.
Yep, yep,
And they
that's
did
right.
that. They still check me with the temperature, all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
going on right now, and it's scary just to know that you're not even allowed in the hospital unless you're gonna be served or something. You know,
Yep.
it's crazy.
Well, I have a cough left over from the palitoxin. So I've had this cough, like just a dry cough for
Yeah.
4 years now, right? So when
Hmm.
I'm out in public now, I have to be really careful not to cough. It's not a new cough. Plus,
Yeah,
I have the thermometer out, and every night before I go to bed, I take my temperature.
yeah.
And
You have to.
I
You have
run low. I run 98 degrees. So it
to.
takes over 2
I got
minutes
a
with the
neighbor that
temperature
smokes
to.
lots of cannabis, and he's out coughing on his back porch all the time. But
Oh,
I think we know not the coronavirus that's making him cough, so we'll leave it at that.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Me
Yeah.
and the wife went to Lowe's. I don't know if I said this last week. No, I wasn't on last week, but we went to Lowe's, and that was about a month ago. We both had the regular flu, and we started coughing. Everybody turned their heads, looking at it, and making way so we could pass. It was funny,
What are
but
you, what are you doing out?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Ooh, it was like you see people overreacting, but that's how it got to be. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them
Yeah. Yeah.
for reacting the
Oh,
way they're reacting. So
Yep. So Tina, you're at a different surgical unit, not at the hospital. Oh, that's good. I guess that gives you a much, much better chance of actually getting your surgery. Hey T Travs Reefs and Aquatics. Nice to see you. Mermaid's Reef is at home with the kid. Yeah, the hoarders thing is hilarious. My husband was telling me he saw a news item about signs at places like Walmart and Costco saying they are not accepting returns on toilet paper, rice, I forget a
Yep.
couple of paper towels. So I guess all those
Hand
people that bought
sanitizers.
all those people that bought $500 worth of toilet paper and now they discover they don't need it are going to be stuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lifetime supply.
Oh yeah. No, it's crazy how people like my stepson works at Walgreens, and as soon as the truck comes, an hour open, all that is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
people buying it so much, but I guess they need it.
Well, I think it's
That's
just
insane.
one thing they can control. You know, they know they've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. You Trav? Oh, Tina got her meet her grandbaby on ultrasound. It's a girl. Oh, isn't that nice?
Oh, nice.
That's cute.
Congratulations. Nice.
I should. I think I'm gonna take my hostess prerogative and. Oh, I better not. I've got a little video of my grandson in the bath. This kid's
Yeah.
hilarious. But I'm not going to show it because YouTube might think I'm some sort of a pervert. So, yeah, you know what it's
you
like
know how
these
it is.
days. You can't do
Yeah.
any of that stuff.
I know. They take one thing and make it so big for no
No
reason.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, let's see if I can get this in here.
Skukun, how your ocean doing?
What's happening? What's up, guys?
How your ocean doing? You don't have a tank, you have an ocean in your house.
I'm only catching every second word you're saying, Hector. I apologize.
Oh, it's
How's
okay.
the tank is doing great. The ocean is
Yeah.
great, my friend. Water
Beautiful.
is good. We're keeping the water as best we can,
Yeah,
and things are doing okay.
that's good.
Changed the carbon out about a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, I guess. Everybody in the tank is happy. I helped the guy set his aquarium up yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Gave him a bunch of live rock from my tank, about 10, 15 tons of live water or whatever water from the aquarium. And a lot of bio balls, about maybe a pound and a half of bio balls. He's got a 100-gallon aquarium he set up, and maybe about 20 pounds of sand, and one mushroom, maybe about a 2-inch tall, an inch and a half, 2-inch tall mushroom on a plug, and he put it all in and sent me some pictures about 4 hours ago, and it looks really good. The mushrooms, all the polyps are extended. It looks really happy, and the water quality checks okay. The parameter's good. The ammonia badge is saying it's all happy and good.
Nice.
And I'm thinking maybe he could start adding some snails. Pardon me, to stay ahead of the algae game, and maybe contemplating putting some other corals in.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's always good
How are
set up on your
things
system.
How are things doing?
Keep breaking off.
Yeah.
I think it's my headphones.
Yeah, maybe. I got new ones. Nice, eh?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get some.
$31.99. Amazon.
Yeah.
Wireless. Bluetooth.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Really?
That's Canadian. That's Canadian
Between
dollars
that and the
too.
green screen ReefGrrl, you're doing great.
What can I say? Just going for pro right here now.
And they sound good. I mean, you talking?
Yeah.
They got a microphone on there, right?
They do, but I'm not using it. I'm using
Okay.
just a standalone microphone that I used to use for videos.
Yep.
But yeah, it's on a little tripod, so when I was using my cell phone, it was hard to Oh man, you should have seen it was me wrapped, the cord wrapped around all my arms, and the thing was dangling underneath because I was trying to move my phone. Or it was just it was quite the horror show.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I set it aside and got a little lapel mic for videos. And when I started doing these live streams, I realized it would. Here, I'll try and show. Oh no, everything's gonna fall off if I move it. So I'm not gonna move it because, yeah, it's gonna be a mess. But anyway, but it's a microphone that stands up, just a cheapie.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it works. It sounds clear too. Sounds nice.
Yep, yep. So T-Trav, we swapped the bulb out last weekend, and I had been noticing the water was faintly hazy late in the day. I wondered if it was because of the light and you know how the fish swim around, especially the green wrasse. He's always
Hmm.
kicking up the sand and throwing stuff up into the water, and it always looked hazy. But since we swapped the bulb, it has really improved. And the bulb that we took out had a sort of a charcoal gray haze across the whole length of it.
Wow.
So obviously it needed swapping because the bulb itself was, I don't know how any light was actually getting through it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really love it. I won't run a tank without one again. The next one that we
Hmm.
install on the new tank is going to be in a much easier place to get access to. I will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that. But when we put this one in, that was really the only spot we had that was going to work. So,
Yeah, I've been
yeah,
thinking to get one
I
for
would,
the tank too.
yeah, I would recommend it. I would put it right up there with protein skimmer when people think about
Hmm.
what equipment to get, or perhaps in order of importance, RODI system would be the first, then a UV sterilizer. I would put it ahead of a protein skimmer.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and
Well,
I don't,
me. Hmm. Go ahead.
yeah, no, you go ahead.
No, me, man, with what I went through this week, well, last week, this week, this week, yeah, a control system, man. That gotta be even before you put water in the tank.
Yep,
I
yep,
learned my lesson. Oh my God, I started thinking, and it could have been bad. Could have been really bad if I didn't have that power hand or something.
yeah. Makes a difference have as long as the water's moving. In my case, the heater is in the back chamber. So
Hmm.
if the circulation pump isn't on in my all-in-one, then the heater doesn't get the heat into the tank. I mean, I turn
Yeah,
the heater off when I turn the pump off because I don't want it to overheat. So
yeah, yeah.
when I forget, and I regularly forget,
Hmm.
the tank can get pretty cold. It got all the way down
Cool.
to 70 degrees one time. And
Wow.
slowly, slowly over the course of an afternoon, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
not good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I've been thinking. I've been doing this since day one. I had that power bar. I've been hitting that switch and turning off the pump instead of using the feed mode.
Yeah.
And since all this going on, it was my first day. They switched my shift. I said, you know what? Let me hurry up and feed the tank. And I just ran out the door and forgot to turn it back on.
Mhm.
And when I got home and I saw, I said, "Oh my God! I think I killed my whole life support of the system." But lucky that pump in there or that waymaker being there saved the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
lesson learned. That's what I'm gonna instead of keep buying corals, keep buying. Well, you still always gonna guess, one here and there, but I need to get me either a battery backup and a control system, something to at least let me know, send me an alert or notification that something's not right in the
Yeah.
tank.
Yep. Hey Oscar, Insane Reefer, I sent the email out before the stream started, so check your email. You should have the link. So Hector, you didn't have a disaster,
Well,
but you could have.
Yes, yes, it was really close. I mean, like I said, I came. I look at the sun, make sure I got all those rocks. I see some movement in there, so because it was 9 hours, 9 hours, no water from the sun
Mhm.
going up to the system. So it
Wow.
was just that power head saved the day,
Yep.
and the tank
Hey
got the waymaker.
Meldium.
So
How are you doing, Meldium? Yes, you have disappeared for months. Nice to see you.
Hey,
And
Meldium.
AL, for some reason the stream is not showing up in my feed. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't do anything different tonight, so I'm not quite sure. Although, as I said at the beginning, I may have faked people out a little bit with last night's "Something Just Hatched" video, because that was that was actually the stream reminder.
Yeah.
I thought I would just do something a little bit different, and it's had almost 500 views. So
Yeah.
we've got 25 people here. So as a percentage, that's
That was good.
not
Yeah.
many.
No, not
but
many. Yeah,
but nice to have everybody here, because
Don't forget to give
sometimes
ReefGrrl a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to her channel, subscribe to ReefGrrl's
thanks,
channel.
Skookum Chuck. I appreciate that. Who else have we got here?
Definitely.
Everybody saying hi. So, this is a good question. Anyone have something good happen with your tank this past week? I've had lots of good. My Cinerinas are just looking crazy big, and my fox coral is looking tremendous. How about you, Hector, aside from your near disaster?
Not much. Not much going on. Just fragging stuff. More frags to sell. Or
Yeah, that's
trade.
good.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been making a little bit of money off the frag tank. So I
Yeah,
have a guy for tomorrow that's coming to grab a couple. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
nice.
And few new pieces. I got few new pieces. You know, I gotta
Yep,
put that money back into it so I can keep
yeah,
making more stuff and sell more.
yep. Oh, here's Billy Pipes. Let's say hi to Billy
Billy.
Pipes. Billy Pipes, how's
What's
it
going
going?
on? How are you guys?
So
What's up,
good. So
Bill?
are you stuck at home these days on lockdown?
I'm a plumber.
Yeah, I guess people are going to need you.
I
Wow.
was working
Pipe.
all day. What's going on? Yeah.
Oh, so AL is asking if any fry made it. If you're talking about last night's uh, video with the hatch, a couple of people told me that they were actually baby bristleworms. And let me get the right name for that, because
Ooh.
um,
Mm.
it's a process where the bristleworm actually lets pieces of itself fall off, and they become free swimming. What are they called? Epitokes,
Yep.
bristleworm
Oh,
babies, and the process is called epitoky.
that's
And
turkey.
there's a video, epitoky, for us
Mm,
Canadians. Yeah, epic.
that's cool.
Um, and there's a video. Average Reef put out a video on that. I think it's a couple years old, but he was the one that first identified them, and so I went and checked his channel out. Sure enough, or actually, I searched epitokes, and one of the search results was his video. So if you're interested in knowing what those things were, and what his video shows is exactly what those things looked like. It was freaking
Mm,
me out, I'll tell you. Because
wow.
I mean, everybody's sad at the idea of little weensy teensy newly hatched Nemo babies going over the overflow. But
Yeah.
what can you do, right?
I sold them in my tank maybe a week or two ago. I only sold a couple though. And I sucked them all. I sucked as many as I could out with the turkey baster to see what they were.
Mm-hmm.
But they were the exact same thing you had.
Yeah, yeah. So there's got to be bristleworms in here, even though I have yet to see one when I
Yep.
look in the tank at night. I think
Yep.
the green wrasse probably picks them off during the day whenever he sees any. Look, there he
Yeah.
is, right above,
Right
right
there.
there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw one last night in my tank too. A big one.
Oh,
A big one. I'm gonna be on the like I'm telling you, with all this going on, I look like a zombie at night, walking with a flashlight, looking at the tank, doing time lapse when the corals are open at night, just
yep.
going crazy.
So Billy, anything good happened in your tank this week?
Um, I don't have the filter on,
Everything's growing. That's right.
but I finally got, well, no, now that I look at it, I had all the coral off the sand bed, and except for 2 frags. I forgot I'm growing out more of Dave's GSP for somebody, and a new Goniapora that I got last week. But that's it.
That was a nice one.
I found one of these chromis a few weeks ago in my stump sock.
Oh,
Yep.
was he alive?
Yeah. Yep. Normally, I take the sump sock and I just, turn it inside out and wash it right away. And I couldn't find the guy. And I'm like, you know what? It's time to change my sump sock. And I'm like, let me look in there just for the hell of it. And there he was. He must have been in there overnight.
Wow. Hey, Carlos 23. Carlos, you got to come in here one of these nights with your flashlight and show us what's going on. Carlos, you're my favorite Carlos. You know that, right? That's hilarious. Oh, Broke Reef Man had a green bubble tip anemone split yesterday for the 3rd time in the last 8 months. Whoa, you're on your way to a takeover, I think.
I think this top one here is getting ready to split. I don't know.
Yikes.
But yeah, same old here. Been busy.
So, Billy, are you sort of on call these days, or do you go to an office every day?
Yeah, not every day, but they closed down making things. So now I'm just still waiting for all the countertops to be installed next week so that I can go hook up all the plumbing. But it's weird because Friday is when we were told in Pennsylvania that that we have to shut down. So Friday everybody was scrambling like crazy, and at first they told us all, okay, everybody's officially on unemployment starting Monday.
Right.
But then I knew I was going to be able to do stuff. So I got maybe 1 more week. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It's definitely weird out here. It's definitely weird.
Sure. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Being retired, it's like nothing to us.
Yeah.
But man, oh man, when you really start thinking about the impact of all the people who can't work, and then every day there's more news of more places laying off and shutting down, and it's every sector of society. I have to make an appointment to go to the bank because they've basically closed our local branch. So if you want, and I have to go get a bank draft. If you want to do anything like that, you have to make an appointment and go in and see somebody to do it.
Wow.
But we have to do it. If we don't do it, we're going to be Italy.
Yeah.
It's definitely crazy.
Insane Reefer likes your NEM, Billy.
Thank you. They're doing good. I've been.
No, I was just going to say hi to Click Clacks Reef. Just popped in.
What's up, Click Clacks? He's got the ultimate voice. Him and Calypso. I like their voices when it comes.
I know.
I'm just saying. He's the accent. It's good to watch, and then and Click Clacks, when he does his videos, he's super laid back.
Yeah.
I think I said in one of my comments, he's got impact and rhythm in his delivery, and it's like you can't stop listening to it. Once you start watching the video, you got to keep listening. Everybody, you should check out Click Clacks Reef. He's got a sweet looking tank,
Yeah.
and he just moved that tank not too long ago and is recovering from some issues that happened during that move, and he's starting to restock with some fire. So yeah, you guys should check it out. It's pretty nice. So Click Clack, you could come in here. I could send you. I think I sent you the link because you were
We
in here once before.
we all have a thing, like a bunch of us, in our little group over here in Jersey, and and Pat and Jose as well. And one time Clicklax was talking about a power head, and it had good push. So now, like whenever we talk about something that's new or it might be good, we go, but does it have that push? And Clicklax
That's
started
awesome.
that. So,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the G5s, like we're talking about the G5s, and we're like, yeah, is it this, and this, and Fishy Snowman was like, yeah, but does it have that push? So that's
Well,
like our
and I
new.
mean,
Hmm?
yeah, even Fishy with his, what is it, Brooklyn accent that he's got?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not, yeah,
Yep.
that's I could just hear him saying that.
Right.
How's Fishy doing these days?
Oh, he's good. He's working like crazy. He's got to go. His one daughter goes to Syracuse University, so tomorrow he's got to go pick everything all up and bring it all home.
Oh boy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's life as
And
we know it is.
he works in the city, and he said it's total ghost town.
Yeah.
Total ghost town.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. Everybody talks about how about terrorism and all that sort of thing being a real threat. Well, who knew it would be a virus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
really, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Got out of hand quick. Really quick.
Yeah.
See if I stand there, the fish shore.
AL was watching one of Dave's live streams yesterday, and he forgot how pissed he got. Dave used to get when people cut him off in a conversation. I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that, and it.
Yes.
I'm very sensitive to it because,
Mhm.
yeah. Everybody remember when P Babe got kicked out because she told him to shut up because she was asking questions to somebody.
Oh man. Yeah, Dave was. It was funny. Yeah, I mean, he used to be like, "All right, I'll just wait till you're done."
Uh-huh. Yeah. Don't mind me.
Right? Yep.
Oh well. Yeah, I did a bunch of fragging the other night as well because the little video that I did showing my aquapora, I did cut back the midnight firefly because it was actually about to touch the carpet bomb. So I have one frag of that, and the green Montipora is just crazy. So I have 24 frags of that, I believe.
Nice.
So, but
Yeah.
the fish store, who knows? Like, are your guys' fish stores open where you are?
Yeah. Mine this week closes. It's only by appointment.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, most of the stuff around here is, call ahead of time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one bad thing that happened to me this week, non-fish related. That really sucks.
Hmm.
You know what that is?
Okay. What is that?
My boiler, my steam boiler. Yeah,
Oh, for your heat.
it has been cracked, had a big hole in it.
Oh.
So I'll be doing that this week while I have some free time.
Is it old?
No, 12 years old.
Wow.
Yep, 12 years old.
I love radiator heat We had an old house with a gas-fired boiler. And I absolutely love the quality of the heat that you get. It's not dry. It's quiet, other than the pipes clanking once in a while.
Yeah, mine are doing it right now.
When we were at Roofapalooza, we stayed downtown. Was it a Holiday Inn maybe? It was right, and I don't even remember the name of the streets, but it was right where the L took a curve. So the room we had, we could look out our window and pretty much look straight across kitty corner to the L. And this hotel also was heated with radiant heat. And the pipes would make such loud noises, and every bad review said, "Oh my God, that's such a noisy hotel, the pipe." And we loved it. We thought it was great because it was character, right? So we could look out at the window and hear the L go by at 1 o'clock in the morning, and the pipes would be clanking away. It was great. Hey, Straight Reefer, what's up with you? In Green Bay, the store is open this weekend. I assume the fish store. Yep, our fish store, the fish room is closed, and I imagine if you wanted to go buy coral, you could, but you would have to go and make an appointment.
There you go.
I started a little bit ago. I started just loading the shelves. I'm like, let's load them up.
Yeah, you have to.
Yoo-hoo and cheese balls, right?
That's it. Oh, I didn't get any cheese balls. I'm like, you know what? I mean, if I saw some, I probably would have grabbed them, but I didn't want to be too crazy.
Well, my drink of choice these days when it comes to pop is Diet Pepsi caffeine free, because I can't do the sugar and I can't do the caffeine.
I love my Pepsi.
Yep, but you don't find it very often, and so when it's on sale, I always buy the limit. So that happened to be Thursday when everybody's, frowning on hoarders, and I was in the checkout and this lady's looking at me. I said, "Honestly, I always buy the limit when it's on sale. I'm not a hoarder." But it was like I felt like I had to defend myself, right? But it's my normal routine. It'll last 3 weeks, so anyway. And there was still lots on the shelf. I didn't take the last 6.
People be looking at you like, "Hey, more people here."
Yep. Hey, Johnny Martinez, who received his first corals today, but they didn't send the coral dip in peroxide. Was that a no-no? Hey, Johnny, I guess it depends what corals they were. Some you can dip in peroxide safely, as long as it's not too long. But there are some I wouldn't, like Montipora. They'll slime up real fast, and the tissue will strip wherever it touches. But yeah, so I guess it depends what they were. If you could tell us what they were and how they look now, actually.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Jay Carey. Jay Carey, thank you, Jay Carey. Awesome. Put that towards my next case of Diet Pepsi so that I can have one while I'm having the live stream.
Talking about
Kim's
Pepsi.
Vanilla Coke, Pop-Tarts, and fruit snacks. Yep. We all have our hoards. Root beer. Benny loves root beer. Yeah. Benny used 50/50 3% and only did 120 seconds. Oh, is this the stuff you were showing us from the fag swap there, Benny? No euphilia though, yeah. And if I remember, you did find a pest on that euphilia as well. Oh, hey, DC Reefer's here. How's it going, DC?
There's another guy with a smooth voice.
Yep. He had a midday reef church that I managed to catch a few minutes of. That was nice. GTA 5 vids dipped some bird's nest in hydrogen peroxide to get rid of algae on the plugs. Also Coral RX. Yeah, I've done that with coral. Just held them and dipped them in the peroxide where the algae was, and then pulled them out again and put them back in the tank. And it works. The algae goes away. Sometimes you get a little on the coral and a few pieces of tissue will fall off, but it's not bad.
Yeah. I will do what
Hey,
you said with the little bottle and spray it to the algae
Yeah.
spot. I think it's better.
It shouldn't cost so much.
Less stress to the coral.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Because
true.
I did one with my frags, and I mean it's good. It opened back up. It took about a week to open back up, but some of the algae still there. They didn't want to go away. It's hard to kill. That red slime turf algae is hard to kill.
Yeah, very hard. I don't even know. I think my fox face ate that when I first put him in the tank, because I only have it on one coral now, which is it's a kryptonite candy cane, and I think I'm going to have to remove the entire colony in order to get to cut off the heads that are just dead from being coated with algae. I might have to frag that into a number of smaller pieces and just regrow it, I think. Yeah. Hey,
that's
reefing
what
with
I'm
O.
doing. I'm just switching all the frags and just put on a new frags and try to control it like that.
Yep. Oh, DC Reefer says Innovative Marine has 15% off the whole site. Who was that from there, DC? Was that BRS or? We're getting some noise here, some background noise. Oh, it was Billy. Billy and his busy. Billy's busy. Hey, Billy, you washing, drying filter socks? Sounds like our dryer with filter socks. Yep. Noisy. So, DC, tell us what you're going to put in your new Nano. Is this going to be the 30 liter? Oh, that's tiny. That could be interesting.
Was that like a 10 gallons?
Yeah, or 7.5, something like that. 7. Hey, PR Fish Girl. Nice to see you.
I don't have. I got rid of the filter socks a while back when I got the roller mat, and that saved me a lot of wear and tear and having to change things and wear and tear on the washer.
Nice.
I'm lazy.
Oh, so
I'll admit
you
that
like
right
the
up front, so it's better for me.
You like the filter roller thing?
I'm a big fan of it. I can't say no to that. I did have filter socks when I first started, and I progressed to the roller mat. For me, that is a really nice thing. I've had it last as long as, keeping in mind the bottom on aquarium, I've had it last as long as 7 months before I have to change the mat. If I had bigger fish and a bigger bio load, it would have to be changed faster or sooner. But it's not smelly. It's easy to do. It's convenience is the big part of it, and there's no wear and tear on the washing machine, anything as far as cleaning the filter socks goes. I like to think that I'm efficient and not lazy. That may not be seen by everyone, but that's the view I prefer.
I want to try them. I want to see how the difference, since I already have filter sock, filter cup, and now I got to try that one and see how it is.
Well, nice. I have to say I have not heard much negative about them, other than it can be tricky to change the roller based on how you have it installed. So, some products come along and it seems like the best thing since sliced bread, and then you start hearing about the problems. But I haven't really heard that about the roller mats, any of the brands.
Yeah. Yeah, they all got good reviews.
It came from Germany originally several years back. And I looked into tries of replacing the roller mat itself, and I realized other than ordering it through BRS or from the manufacturer, to get it from Europe is very expensive, and I still have to pay shipping on BRS. But I
Right.
order, so far it's been 2 years of roller mats at a time, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So DC says all the remaining fish from the 150 can fit in the 30L. Oh, so it is a 30-gallon. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. And he also said he bought 5 20 long tanks for a QT system. Petco is having $1 per gallon sale. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Sharbuckles
downside.
Reef. Click clacks, DC cornering the market. Yeah. Taking his life in his hands, going out
Well,
and
we'll get
buying
1 per gallon.
Petco tanks.
Can go wrong with those tanks. They help a lot.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna upgrade my fragging line to a 30-gallon. We'll see.
Yep. Sean's fish tank says the Clara C5000 would get stuck sometimes and detritus ends up in your sump.
Mm.
Oh,
I
DC's
will
gonna
say
listen
with
in.
those.
He's painting.
I would
Sorry.
say with those roller mats, if I think like the harder one to change and stuff like that be the first one they made, not the newest one, because I'm pretty sure with all the reviews they fixed that problem.
Yeah.
If people was having problem changing them.
Yeah, it makes you wonder sometimes what the design process is, because when people actually start using them, if they all have the same problem, you really wonder why. Like, did they ever actually try and use one in a real tank at any point? It just makes me
Yeah,
wonder when that happens.
Yeah, is it a gimmicky thing? Is it a real gimmicky thing, or is it worth getting? Totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
And I think
I'm
also
happy with the performance I got out of it. I know a guy that got
Mhm.
one, but he had it set up kind of wonky and at a funny angle. And I don't know that he totally followed the instructions, and he had some issues with it. But myself, I gotta say, I'm happy with it. It saved me a lot of trouble as far as with the filter socks and things go, cleaning filter socks. So I'm happy with them, and I guess it depends up to the individual and their needs.
Yeah.
A beverage.
Yeah, they can't possibly replicate every single situation, I guess. Sean says he just staples the new roll to the old roll and feed it through to change the roll.
That makes sense.
Interesting. Okay, so since we have a little bit of quiet time here, I'm going to show you guys my picture of my grandson from today, okay? Here we go.
Yeah.
There he is. This kid
cute.
thinks everything is funny. He laughs all the time. Anyway, he's just over 2 months old. Okay, thanks for being so nice.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
You guys. Very happy kid.
That's good.
Oh, and oh, good, Sharbuckle. Please do. I think I sent you the link. Sharbuckle's Reef is in the chat. He's going to try and come into the studio. He has a new project. Hopefully, we'll have something to see there. Johnny Martinez, one more question. How long do I need to have his Kessil light on acclimation setting? Days, hours? Anybody have any advice on that?
What is it?
How long should he have his Kessel on acclimation setting? Like days, hours?
I've never used that setting on my lights, but then I've never used Kessel lights in my quarantine tank, my coral quarantine or invert quarantine tank. So I can't answer that question.
Yeah, me either.
When it has the acclimation mode, does it automatically does that mode
like a daily setting? And if it's a factory thing, it should be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it probably also depends on the type of coral you're working with. And what I've always done is I've started whatever on a frag rack against the front glass low down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just gradually move it up higher if it's something that needs to be up higher. I can honestly say I've never used the acclimation setting to bring new coral in. It's always been placement for me.
Yeah.
So I
me
change the
too.
placement as the days go by. Put it somewhere you think it'll be okay, and then make it a bit lower and keep an eye on it. And then as you see it develop and get happy, then you can move it. Yeah, and Awoken makes a good point. It's hard to kill a coral with too little light, but it's really easy to kill a coral with too much light. And Broke Reef Man says several days to a week for acclimation. So yeah, hey, Marcus's Reef, and we have Sharbuckles in the studio. Here he is. How's it going, Sean?
It's going pretty good.
Maybe he
I
can't
don't know
hear me.
why I can't really hear you again. Figure out a different way to get on this
Is the
stream,
volume up
but
on your phone?
going well. Yeah,
It's
no,
the
it's
mic.
just that
Looking nice.
the audio is in and out, so it sucks.
You're having the same problem you had last time.
Yeah, it's the exact same problem, which is kind of odd. No, I can sort of make it out.
Maybe it's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, here, I'll get off my Wi-Fi and see if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi in our house is ridiculous because to do these streams, I have to have a hard connection to the router. That's why I can't. I had wanted to stream on location from the fish room, but I can't do it because I would have to rely on Wi-Fi. And the Wi-Fi doesn't even reach to our bathroom upstairs at the front of the house. It's crazy.
Yeah, my house too. It depends where you at in the house.
Oh, Awoken says he was connecting to 2.4 Wi-Fi instead of 5. And in Canada, I don't know, most of the devices that I have say you have to use 2.4 gigahertz in order for the Wi-Fi to work. But I don't know.
Those tanks are great.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
I can.
I almost killed him.
The videos.
Oh man.
Sounds like squirrels.
Yeah, finally my Dendro decided to pop some babies around.
Are you running carbon, Hector? Sort of interrupting. Are you running carbon?
Carbon? No.
Yeah, carbon.
Nope.
Do you have carbon in your sump at all?
At all. None at all. That's how
I've been running my water.
I only did it when the situation happened a couple weeks ago where some reaction that happened in the tank. I did a little water change, put a little back, but I removed it. But no, nothing. Just straight fuge and just rocks and the filter floss. That's it.
Just natural filtration. That's looking really good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Yeah, it's simple. I think this is the most simple reef you're gonna find out here. I don't know. I've been getting away with it like that, so keep my finger crossed. Not do drastic change on it. Anything one step at a time, and if it's working right, why change it?
Yep. Yeah,
That's
it's
what happened to my
beautiful.
27. My 27, I started making changes because I want a new miracle mud. I wanted to change this. I wanted to change that, and I destroyed the whole thing. I said, nope, never again do that mistake. And a lot of these corals came from that system. So some came back around, some died. I mostly the SPS.
Lots of color in there. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Lots of
I
color
got
in
two
there.
new.
That's
I
awesome.
got 3 new ones. I got this past week. Some sticks. Nah. I got this green acan right here, and I got a DG back there, and a little stick somebody gave me for free. So put it there to see how it do. No, that's about it. But yeah, they're doing really good. This is my favorite one. Yeah, they both my favorite ones. They're just different aquascaping both of them.
What kind of clownfish are those in the back of that one tank?
That one right there.
The white ones.
Um,
Are
yeah,
they
that
like
one.
avalanche or snowflake or something?
I think this. Well, the guy that sold it to me said it was a frostbite, but I don't look nothing like a frostbite. A little bit the face, yeah, like the way the white goes in the
That's the
face.
one. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, it's happy hosting that.
Oh, oh, we lost Billy. And we lost
Oh,
Charbuckles
Billy.
having trouble connecting. So, Hector, do you have any
Yes.
dragon's breath macroalgae? Would your tang eat it, do you think? Broke Reef Man's asking whether tangs would eat dragon's breath macroalgae. He's got lots in his
There's another
I'm
sump.
pretty.
flipping-
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will eat it. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I do have some red one. I don't know the name of it. It looked kind of like the dragon's breath, but I don't think it is the dragon's breath. Let me show you how it looked like. Got it right here. I was messing with it the other day. It's some red one, but it's more in the darker side, more burgundy than dragon bread is kind of bright. But I'm pretty sure if I throw a piece, he will munch on it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And that's all it is down here. Not much going on. But yeah, that's the power head right here, the lightsaber. Oh man, that's you don't know how happy I am that I never took that out of there because I had it in this side first when I had the skimmer here.
Are you
And once I
selling that
removed,
to anybody? Vegas?
What's
what
that?
happened?
Can you hear
Yeah.
us, Skookum Chuck?
Oh, I was just asking if
Oh.
you were selling any of that.
What, that algae?
I
He's
I
talking
feel
about
like
the algae?
Skookum Chuck is on a delay because
Probably.
whenever we talk, there's like just a slight delay, and I end up talking
There's a
over
lag.
him. I
Sorry,
feel
it
so
sounds on
bad.
this end like there's an echo,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's going on. I'm just using the cell phone. That's all I've got going.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that is a
Woken
sharp looking
says,
tank, and that's the same sump for both aquariums.
Yeah. Yep.
Can I do something for you, ReefGrrl?
Go ahead, Skuku.
That's dragon's breath. Awoken says that's dragon's breath, Hector. Yeah,
Is it?
Skookum,
Dragon's
I feel bad because sometimes I feel like I'm talking over top of you, and I wondered if there was a little bit of a delay, so I try to wait a little bit, but so I apologize for that. Oh, here's Sharbuckles again. Let's see if we can get him in. Oh, Sean, we can see you.
No, I can hear you. It's just not great. But I think we can make it work.
Yeah.
So it is one.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Some for both aquariums. That's a pretty nice setup out there.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we can hear you really well, Sean. I'll put you up full screen. So this is the new tank, and this is a 50-gallon?
It's a Catlight 70, but I think the display is probably roughly about 60, 65 gallons.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And what's the footprint on that one?
It's 36 by 24, but if you actually measure it, the outside dimensions are 35 and a half, 23 and a half. So it's, I don't know why they went and did that, but it's a really nice tank. So I got a really smoking good deal on it. So
Nice. And Big Mama looks happy.
she's she's happier out of the brute trash can living in for 8 months.
So are you planning to add any gorgonians or any of the other corals that you used to have in your other setup into here eventually?
Yeah, so basically everything else I had before 8 months ago when I shut down, I decided to start from scratch, and I bought a 180-gallon, and I was going to set that up, and it sat in my garage forever. And I realized the glass was really foggy, and I just couldn't get it out. I don't know if it was just calcium or whatever. I just couldn't get it clean, and it was super foggy. Some of the panels you could barely see, and it wasn't scratched, but so I ended up selling off all my coral, most of my fish, and I ended up selling the 180-gallon. Basically, just had Big Mama left over. That's it. So I don't have any corals to put on it yet, but slowly but surely.
Yep. Well, I will have a little weepy toadstool for you.
Yeah,
Nice.
When we get to the Niagara Coral Show this July.
If it happens,
And,
we'll see how crazy
Yeah.
the world
Yeah, exactly. Kimber
I
Reef
know
says
that
the
they're
tank looks
canceling
good.
everything.
Yeah. And she likes the
That's
flower
it's around.
painting.
Yeah, I've got a couple pieces might get up there, and I've also got a reef up there as well, one of Rachel's.
Nice.
Excuse me if I don't answer questions. I can still barely hear you. I'm just trying to make out what I can.
Yeah, no.
Or you muted it.
No, I'm not muted it.
What you
Yeah,
got
it's
under
going on.
the
I
hood?
just got my... Sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry. Can't really
No,
hear
you're
you.
good, man. No, you're good, you're good. I was asking why you have under the hood. and the
Oh, yeah.
filtration.
So,
Oh, nice.
This is beautiful.
yeah.
Yep.
I just got my return pump yesterday. I've been running it with just a MaxiJet 1200, kind of pumping over the top for a month now. So I got I got a Vextra S2 yesterday. So that's running, which is awesome. Super quiet, man. I'm really pumped about that. No pun intended.
Nice. Wow, that looked nice.
Yeah.
So
it's the
Awoken's wondering if you're going to put a skin over the stand or if you're going to leave it open like that.
I haven't decided yet. Honestly, I spent a lot of time you know, making sure it was nice and pretty under there with the plumbing, the blue and white plumbing and everything. So I might leave it open, but I don't know. I might get sick of it. It's kind of noisy right now just because I haven't really dialed in the pump and the overflow. But if it stays noisy, I might close it up. I don't know. I haven't decided.
I guess it depends also
shall
whether you've got a lot of stuff floating around the floor. Like when I had the open sump, I was always finding dog hair in it.
Yeah.
And
cat
hair,
I've got
and,
two.
you know.
I got 2 husky mixes, so this time of year there's a lot of dog hair floating around.
Yep.
Don't mind the rat's nest laying on the ground there. I'm organizing that tomorrow.
We all got one, man.
Uh-huh.
I just did mine. I just put a cover on top of it. That's it.
Yeah. So
I call it a control box, but it's not controlling nothing. It's just controlling the cables.
So I've got another. Sorry, let's see if we can work this out here. I got a 40-gallon beside it. I'm gonna set up as a frag tank eventually. So I'm gonna just put all the electronics basically just drilled into the side of that, or maybe even inside the cabinet, so you don't see it at all.
Yeah.
But that's for tomorrow, which may not happen tomorrow. It'll probably happen in like 6 months from now.
Yeah. Well, my next tank is going to be a minimum of a foot away from the wall, and all of the power heads and equipment for the right-hand side of the tank are going to be the controllers and the plugs are going to be on the right-hand side at the back. And all of the stuff for the left-hand side is going to be on the left-hand side at the back. I am not having wires crisscrossing anymore because I hate it. So the back of my tank, although we started out doing a pretty good job of organizing everything, it just descended into chaos very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So
I let chaos get away. Screw it.
Yeah.
Especially when you got to do maintenance.
It's hard when you're trying to pull out a power head and the plug is snagged on something, and so you reef on it and you end up dislodging the air line to the skimmer. So it's bad. It's really bad. Marcus's Reef is wondering how many gallons is that and how many pounds of rock do you have?
Like I said, it's about 65 gallons, and there's about 40 pounds of the carob sea life rock in there. But then in the sump behind the skimmer and the reactor, I've also got another probably 15 pounds of live rock that I've had for a really long time. So
you said that was a Fiji sump, right?
Yeah, it's the Fiji Cube. I bought it from them. Oh man, probably 6 to 7 months ago. It showed up cracked, which kind of sucked. But I had a local guy who's like an acrylic worker kind of guide me through patching it up.
Nice.
So they gave me a good chunk of a refund because it showed up cracked, but they didn't want to send me another one, unfortunately. So I just patched it, and it seems to be good for now. You can't really tell where it is.
No, I like it. I like that song for my 40 breeder.
It's a win.
Yeah, what I like
pretty.
are all the covers on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. The covers are kind of off right now, a few of them, but it definitely helps with evaporation. Like on the here, I'll just show you.
Oh, we lost him. He flipped the camera.
I know.
I bet you that's what happened. Rats.
Oh, man. I was ready to see it.
And that was working, too. Oh, there he is back. Oh, Oops. There we go. You're back.
There you go.
I don't know what I did there, but this is the overflow section here. It goes into here where the filter floss is, and you can see how much evap it catches. So that's And it comes with this filter floss holder or filter sock, and I'm terrible with socks, so I chose the floss.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a wicked sump. I just got to keep it clean. You can already see some detritus building up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice sump. I like it. I like that sump. How long is it? How big is it?
36 inches long.
36. Nice.
Let's see if I can
Wow.
Yeah, cool sump.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of room. I ordered the 30 originally, the 30-inch, but
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough room for the reactor I want to use. So
Yeah.
now I can't get this straight. Oh well. My phone's about to die anyway, so it's just a quick one.
Right. So do you have any
I'm never
idea what
prepared.
the first coral is you're going to try and put in there?
The what? Sorry?
The first coral you might try to put in there?
I think you said coral. I'm
Coral,
going to go basically all LPS in here.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I don't know what I'm going to get first. I've been eyeing some pieces online just because we're not going into the stores this week. So, but
Yeah.
currently laid off because of this whole situation. So,
Oh, are you? Yeah.
yeah, well, long story, but I work in a retirement home, and if you come in contact with any of the coronavirus stuff, you can't go to work, right? So,
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
so I'm not
that's,
working.
Yeah, it's insane, man. How everything just changed in what in a month. Oh,
Yep.
unbelievable! Unbelievable!
Yeah, and
Unbelievable.
the scary part is even when you look at, the situation in China, even if we know the full story, which I highly doubt,
Yeah.
it kind of looks like they went through it and are
Mm-hmm.
headed out, like they're getting over it in about 2 months.
But
But
I
then
don't think
everyone's
that's true. I don't think that's
no, I
true.
think
They just showing that for people to think that they okay, but I don't think it's true.
yeah, and because they're talking about this is not going to go away and stay away. That's the big
Yeah.
problem. There's going to be
Yeah.
returns and waves of it coming back. So
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
yeah, it makes it tough. So we're all going to have to trade frags instead of buying frags, right?
Yep. Yep. I've been trying here, mix it with food and try to find the perfect solution to make them grow faster. I'm playing scientist right now,
Yeah.
throwing mad amino in the tank,
Oh, we lost him again.
phyto, just doing a lot of things to see if I could. Once I get the positive response, that's where I'm staying,
Yeah.
and go
Insane
from there.
Reefer
Cause
says he works with tires, so he's good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all you can do. And it's maturity too. I mean, I can't believe how fast the stuff's growing in my tank right now to where I'm having to trim everything back.
yeah,
And
yeah,
the solitary polyp corals, the cinerina and all of that, I just don't have the space for them to open up as big as they could right now.
yeah, yeah.
So, oh, Starbucks says had to run, phone about to die. No problem. It was really good that we did get a chance to see what's going on with Big Mama and her new home. Hey, Nat King
Mhm.
Reef. Nice of you to come by. Oh, and Paul just got a DIY. Is back. Meldium got laid off yesterday too. Yeah, that's
Wow.
I don't know. Well,
That's
it
the call that I don't want to get. That's
yeah.
the call that I'm scared to get because they say a month without work and pay. So we'll see. I mean, I know fall is gonna come, and that's exactly what I work doing. Those lift vacuums and all those goody stuff. But who knows?
Yep.
It's
I
a
guess
small
we all
company,
have
so
if we're home, we don't have any excuse to not have perfectly maintained reef tanks right now, right?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, just cleaning and
Yep.
like I said, like a zombie. Even through the night, I wake up and I say, you know what? Let me go with a flashlight and look at the see if anything is I like moving or
Oh
something
yeah.
new I haven't seen. And yeah,
Yeah, when
like
I do the same thing. I wake up, I get my slippers on, and I walk down the hall
hmm
and go in the room and get the flashlight out and see who's doing what in the middle of the night.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, hey,
yeah. Cause
hey,
you
Blue
see
Carbon Reef. Sorry, Blue Carbon Reefing just came in.
what's going on, Blue Carbon. Yeah, because it's always like accident happen when you not looking at the tank. So sometimes
Yeah.
we try to cut those things from happening right at the right moment, but nope, you see other things.
Yeah, and of course, when you start running out of space like I am, and you have a green
hmm
wrasse who likes to flip things over and on top of
Oh
other
man,
things, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
Meldium says the entire New York State is on shutdown. Wow,
wow.
hard to imagine.
hmm I was supposed to go to New York last week, and I went. I lost a good friend of mine, and that was the main reason why I didn't go. But then I was gonna go. I said, you know what? It's not even worth it getting out of my state to go to another state, and then they put it on lockdown, and you
Yeah,
can come back home. Mm-mm.
yep, yeah,
I'm safe
exactly.
here. I'm better staying at home and
Insane
yeah.
Reefer
Last
has snails running around his tank right now.
they doing laps. Yeah, I
One of
saw a lot
these,
of babies too in my tank. A
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
trochus snail babies. Yeah,
yeah. See,
yeah,
I think my green wrasse eats all of that stuff. I
yeah.
swear, I never see any of that. I see the eggs,
Yep.
but I never see any actual snails. Once in a while
But
in the
they
sump, I might
they
see one,
really
but
tiny. Like those
yeah,
are tiny, tiny. And when they small, of course, the shell is all white, so
yeah,
it's hard to see them sometimes.
yeah.
So
I
I
have
got
had a
one in the
couple in Mollywood.
color up.
I have seen a
Yeah.
couple of Trocus snails in Mollywood that are like about the size of, I don't know, a pea, a
Yeah.
green
Yeah.
pea.
Yeah. Yeah. I got one there. Yeah. That's the only one where already with the shell full color on it. But the rest they all got that
Yes,
little
yes,
white
right,
shell.
right from the start. Yeah, Awoken says he hates Trocus snail babbies. Yeah.
I like them. They doing the job in there. So.
Oh, the shell pokes a hole in the roller mat fleece. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's why he hate them.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, no kidding. So, anybody who's, I don't know if you guys are on Instagram, but just got a DIY is creating custom acrylic stuff. And if I've got it right, the name of the company he's starting up is called Legendary Acrylics. So, I don't know, Paul, if you have a few minutes, if you wanted to come in the studio and show us some of those amazing looking frag racks, if you have any that are made but not shipped out yet. It is
Nice.
some really cool stuff and at some very, very good prices.
Yeah.
Really nice in colored acrylic and things like that. So anyway, we'll see if he's.
Yeah.
I would have sent you the link, Paul. So if you got time and you feel inclined and you want to pop in and show us, that'd be great.
That'd be nice. Yeah. That way you make me stop making my own. I'll be going crazy. I found a piece of acrylic. Okay, I'm gonna make a frat rack with this thing. They work. Hey, they working. The
So
hardest thing is just getting the right magnet for it.
yeah, yeah. Can
That's
you
what we're having problem.
and you can use the colored stuff in a reef tank, right?
hmm Yeah, I got the one I got is the neon green one,
Yeah.
but now I understand why some people put that black coating on top of when they do the green ones and all that, because if light penetrates through the green, it just reflects through the edges, and that's why mine looks so bright whenever I shoot
Yeah,
the video
yeah,
because of that.
yeah.
So I
Yeah,
got one that I put the black top on it, and it stopped the light spread. So
yeah.
I said,
It
"Oh,
casts its
no
own
wonder."
glow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Look at this one. Let me show you this one. What I did, I had a little piece of black acrylic. I cut it and drew on top of it, and now look at the difference.
Wow, that looks
So
good.
now it don't shine, you know. So compared to that one, look at that one. Yeah. Oh,
Very
this one down
nice.
here. There you go, my flame angel. You hungry? You
So
always
you still
hungry.
have him, eh? Are you going to keep him there
Yeah.
now?
I don't want to because it's a 10-gallon tank. He's happy. I mean, he's all by himself. I'm not gonna say that he's happy that he's alone, but you know why? Because now I got him, and then what about if I give it to somebody and they end up killing it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
It's
know.
hard. It's
I
hard.
know what you
Same
mean.
thing with my clowns. My clowns are so big. Like, look at this mama right here.
Oh my
She's
God.
huge. She's a monster. And I gave him to my friend. She almost killed one of his fish. Gave him back to me. I said, you know what? And I feel bad too. They in a 20 long, but I feel bad. For me, they need a bigger tank.
Well, hey, people get sold nano tanks when they want clownfish, with the whole
Yeah,
idea that clownfish will live in a nano tank. So
no, they
I
grow
don't know. I
big.
don't they do get big. But
Yep,
fish poop is the best fertilizer, so maybe this is the secret to getting fast growth.
maybe. Yep, yep, maybe. You're right. Yeah,
Insane
yep,
Reefer's asking, that's a 20-gallon, right? The frag tank?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, a 20-gallon long with my nice light setup, my
You know what
Pixie
it's like?
30s.
It's like a jewelry store. You walk in and there's all these brightly colored baubles sitting in rows under
Mm,
the nice bright lights.
hmm I think that those are the same ones Skookum Shot got in his
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah, fire and ice.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they fire nice.
No?
Uh,
I'm not good with the
no.
zoanthid
No,
names.
no, no. But a
Yeah.
lot of people, when they see this one, they tell me the same thing. But I look when you look on a real well online, a picture of fire and ice, they don't look like that one.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. Those are those are my $10,000 doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Got to
got
come up
a
with it.
little bit of everything. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
find a name for them.
Yeah. Hmm.
But
I'm
I
usually.
love those colors. I love those
Yeah.
colors. I think those are my favorite one. I will sell
Yeah.
any other frag from here except those. Even though
Yeah.
I got two frags in front of it, but I don't want to sell them. I don't know why. It's something with those Zoas ever since I got them though. It's one
Well,
of my
the
special ones.
it's the colors because any like the color wheel, blue and red are
Hmm.
complementary.
Yep.
So when blue's beside red, the blue looks brighter and the red looks brighter when it's beside
Yeah.
blue. So that's probably why the colors pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a meteor shower cyphastria there too. Is that what that
Hmm.
is? Yeah.
That's the green one. I think this is the meteor shower, right? Oh well, they're both the same thing, right?
Are they?
I
Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Yeah, because one is green and the other one is blue.
Oh, interesting.
So I got the green body and the blue body.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah some stuff here. This is one of the new ones, the Superman Monty.
Mm-hmm.
$10. I bought it for $10, so I couldn't pass on it.
Yep. My $10 Yuma that I picked up at, oh, we lost Skookum Chuck. His phone must have died. I should keep better track of that. Sorry, guys. Um, Yeah, my $10 Yuma that I bought at the KW Coral Show last November
Hmm.
is very big now, and it's developing a long stem. And lo and behold, on the frag plug, something else is growing. I don't know what
Oh.
it is. It's got kind of a purple edge and a green. It's a triangle shape, so it almost looks like a wedge cut out of the edge of something.
Hmm.
So the edge of that, the outside edge, is kind of a purpley red color, and then at the top of the triangle where the point is like some green bumps. So I don't know what
Mm.
it is. It does look like a soft coral. I don't know whether it's another mushroom or if
Yeah.
that's what the baby looks like that this particular Yuma would have, maybe
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
baby of it, but
Hmm.
it's going to be interesting to watch it.
Yeah. To see it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's.
insane.
Hmm.
Go ahead. No, you.
No, that's good. When you buy corals in some places, sometimes they come with little surprises. Always coral living underneath other corals. I got a few of
Yep.
those like that before. A few
Yep.
frags with extra corals in it.
Yep. Oh, I just heard from Skookumchuck. His phone battery is about to die. Yeah, thanks, Skook, for coming in. We always love seeing that giant
That's what
tank.
I got.
So Hector, Insane Reefer, is wondering, he's got the 20-gallon for a frag tank, but he doesn't have a sump. Do you think it still would work with a hang on the back filter?
Definitely, definitely. Just got a nice big hang on back filtration.
Yeah, is it Benny's Reef? Benny's Reef has a hang on back on the.
Hmm.
He had it on the other tank that he had. I think he's got a sump now for the 40 breeder that he's using.
Yeah. I mean, the sump I got in that frac tank, it don't have nothing. It just more water volume.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
true.
have. Look, I show you so he can see. Like it's all the way you take care of the tank, I guess. I don't do nothing to this tank. I'm a lazy reefer. I'm admit it. I'm lazy. I don't do water changes. I don't do nothing. All I do is just feed the tank, feed it, and make sure the water the quality of the water is where it needs to be.
Uh-huh.
So this is my skimmer, just a $15 skimmer, nano skimmer with an air pump, and then the sump. It's nothing down here. It's just another frat rack. And for mechanical, it's a mechanical, right? The sponges
Yeah,
for
yeah.
mechanical filtration. That's where my bacteria grows. And let me bend down here. Some bio media balls in there
Oh
for the
yeah, that looks
beneficial
like
bacteria.
Matrix. It looks like Matrix. Is that
That's
what?
the
Oh
one that
no,
comes
it's.
in the aqua clear filter.
Oh, gotcha. It's those little tubes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one I got, the what was it, the hang on back filter I had with the UV? Uh, IQ ski? No, I don't know. Anyway, the other hang on back filter I had, those are the bio bowls that came with it. So
Right.
I'm be using that as that's my mechanical filtration. That's it.
Huh.
But no carbon. I'm not saying do it like I do. you know. But it's before I had all those rocks there, so I guess the tank was seeded good enough with beneficial bacteria
Yeah.
for it to sustain itself. And of
Yep.
course, I change the filter flaws. As soon as I see it getting clogged, swap it, put a new one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't let it.
I do that too. I really do try to
Mm-hmm.
keep that stuff clean because that's
Yep.
like when we were talking about this last week, um, or who was it? I'm trying to think of who it was that was explaining how that works with.
Alex. I think it was Alex.
Yes, it was Alex talking about how the bacteria
Mm-hmm.
in the detritus, it gets converted right in the filter sock to
Yep.
nitrate. So,
Yep.
if you keep swapping it out, it won't have that opportunity to build up and decay and get converted. You will avoid all of
Exactly.
that.
Avoid all that. Yep. Yeah, I do like in the frag tank. That's because I got visual. It's open, so I can see. I see it, every day when I feed the tank. So I see when it's getting clogged. Once I see
Yep.
it getting clogged, the water is rising in there. I swap it and put a new one.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure all that is detritus, fish food,
Yep.
ReefGrrl, all that goody stuff that goes in that
Yeah.
tank.
Yeah.
So
I get a lot of slime in mine because of the bubble scrubbing,
yeah.
and it's almost like 1 or 2 days a week. It's extra
Oh
slimy. It
yeah.
does not every night, but about 1 or 2 days a week. I don't know. Not even like it could be a Wednesday and a Thursday or a
Hmm.
Monday and a Friday. I don't know. But it
Yeah.
just seems like big blobs of slime get in there, and that's when they start
Mm.
overflowing. So I pull them out and
Yeah.
swap them.
Yeah. And talking about bubble scrubbing, I added bubble scrubbing to the nanos.
Yeah,
I put a
yeah.
air. Yeah. Watch this. Watch. With a push of a button, pew, and the pump kick on, and boop, there you go.
Oh, that's awesome. And the fish are all going, "Whoa,
Yeah,
what are you
what the
doing to
heck is
us?"
going on? Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah.
I was doing that yesterday. I said, you know what? Let me just do something to the tank. I had
Well,
the air stone.
I tell you, after I finish fragging, there's a lot of slime. And so I turn the bubble scrubbing on for a couple of hours, and it
Yeah,
really seems to help clear that up.
yeah. What I was thinking that not affect the fish? Well, those bubbles don't go inside their body and affect their swimming bladder and stuff like that.
No, I did some reading about that, and I was also concerned about the clam,
Yeah.
but apparently not. And,
No. Okay.
you know, I guess if they're moving, the bubbles don't really stick to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe when they're sleeping, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So you usually do it like when the lights are on or nighttime.
I was doing it twice a day on the theory. I think it was Pat Murphy who was doing some experimenting with daytime bubble scrubbing to
Yeah.
duplicate what was going on with the tides, right? Because there's high tide and low tide.
Yep. Yep.
And, but I stopped doing the daytime stuff. I think I just got away from it and never, because my little Wi Fi timer plug was acting up, and I just never got
Mhm.
back to
Mhm.
reprogramming it. But I do it at night between 1:30 and 4:30 every night.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, so, the fish are usually in their little caves and whatever, sleeping. And the
Yeah.
bubbles don't seem to get down into the caves. They're more out in the open area and along the top where all the acros are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I just did it just to just to see my tank with bubble scrubbing and see. I mean, I saw a difference right away. Coral's more happy, a little more
Yep.
happier than before. Like,
How
look at
long were you
this
doing
side
it?
right now. No,
Yeah.
I just did it for 15 minutes the first
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
but you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
stuff already like stringy stuff floating quick.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So
It
that's a
does
good sign,
irritate them. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does irritate them. There's no doubt.
yeah, the hammer get mad, but I don't care. It's for your beneficial
Yeah.
lifespan,
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
So
I
don't
can't,
be
I
mad at me.
cannot I can't believe, Hector, from one time to the next, seeing your tanks, how much everything grows. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I listen to you. I always listen to
Yeah,
you.
yeah, right.
Last time you told me, Hector, you know what? Sit back, relax, and just enjoy it. And that's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm doing.
yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I see growth. I see growth. Of course, not as fast as some other people can see it because I'm looking at it every day.
yeah.
But I do see the difference. Like my Ganipora that I got is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, right now, of course, it's
Wow.
open, but it's getting bigger. Like
Yep,
I saw when it was closed, I saw the body, and it just started growing.
yep.
In the Monty, I don't know, I haven't been stinging the Monty, or the Monty is more aggressive than her, I guess, than the Gani.
Yeah, because my green Gonny is really aggressive, And even
Aggressive, right?
the orange one, there's a chalice growing below it, kind of in the shade on the side, and that thing is looking like it's checking out because the Goniopora has been stinging it. I know it has. So I'm going to have
Yeah.
to do something about the flow to try and push the Goni
Yeah,
away
yeah,
from it.
yeah. Yeah, the only one that I haven't done too well since I got it is the pink one, or yeah, the pink one. That one being kind of pissed. It's still there, that's a good thing. It's still alive.
Yeah?
But I haven't seen no grow on it. But the guy that I got it from, he said they it's slower growers like the pink ones. But I don't really know about it. I just go for whatever happens in the tank, because all depends on the tank and your chemistry with the tank.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely.
like, look at yours. Yours are, oof, I could go chopping in your
Yeah. Yeah, no well, honestly, it's just crazy. I'll just show you this picture.
look
I
at,
just cannot believe it sometimes when I look at it
yeah. You
because
can see nothing in the back. Nothing. Everything
nope,
just
you
pack.
can't see the rocks,
Beautiful.
but if you see that right there, see that little tentacle sticking out? That
Let's see.
Goniopora,
Yeah, yeah.
like right above my finger,
Oh,
that
wow.
that green Goniopora gets those things all the time, and it's it starts to sting. Like this
The
party crasher is way back. Like it's
Yeah.
probably back about an inch from where it is in this photograph.
Hmm.
Because the Goniopora has just been stinging the heck out of it. It's really
Wow.
bad. So I need more space. That's the only
Hmm. Hmm.
answer. I as usual, I guess this time it took 3 years to reach that point, but yeah,
Yeah.
I need space. And if you see the right here where my finger is, that's a pagoda coral, the green one
Yep.
with the polyps. Um,
Hmm.
it's like a scroll coral, pagoda coral, and beside it, the leptocerus that's been growing over the rocks is starting to touch it, and the
Hmm.
pagoda coral is retreating. So the leptocerus is
Mm.
actually winning that one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the pagoda coral hasn't yet encrusted. It's a really slow grower. It's probably
Okay.
maybe doubled in size since I got it, and it was fairly big to begin with.
Yep.
So I'm hoping I can just pick that right off the rock where I have it
Yeah.
mounted so that I can put it on the sand when I have the holding tank set up, and it will
Hmm.
stop getting stung. And
Yeah.
then when I move it to the next tank, I'm hoping to give it a way more space
More
to
space. Yeah.
grow. It's just
Yeah. You
crazy.
be you
And
be surprised how much space they need for them to
yeah,
to be safe from other corals and grow.
yeah, yep. Well, in the fox coral right here,
Hmm.
when it closes up at night, it's actually like a horseshoe shape now.
Oh,
So when
wow.
I first got it, it was probably, I don't know, an inch and a half maybe, just a straight
Wow.
piece. So it has probably, if you measured that horseshoe shape, it's probably six
Hmm.
inches. And
Wow.
the thing is like this big when it's wide open. The green
Yeah. Yeah.
chalice right above it is completely covered by it, but they're
Hmm.
not
Hmm.
fighting. So
No.
it's just crazy. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
No. Yeah. The growth. Once they take off, they take off, and that's it. There's no stopping it.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no
So
stopping it.
true. Oh, hey, Mel. Have a good night, you too. Maybe you can come on one of these weeks and show us. I wonder if you still have your snakes. Because I remember on Dave's stream, one of the 5 hour ones, I stayed right to the end to watch, and oh, it was worth it when you were on there with the snakes. So,
Mm.
yeah, so think about it. Have a
Yeah.
good
Good
night
night, man.
and stay
Good night.
safe.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh,
Watch
he
your
says
hands.
yes, he does. Yeah, wash your hands. Yep, true. Yeah.
This is
Look at the
crazy.
bright colors. Wow.
Hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, they looking. I come every day to the couch and fall asleep like a baby, just looking at the tanks. It's so
Yeah.
relaxing, so relaxing.
Yeah.
They,
Well,
hmm
oh, I was going to say the new room in the new house will be big enough for me to have a chair in it
nice.
so that I can actually have like a sort of a comfortable recliner chair so I can put my feet up
Oh yeah,
and
and relax.
actually sit by the tank, right, and watch it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the way it is now, I probably spend, well, I want to say an hour a day just standing looking at the two
Hmm.
tanks. Just, well, you
Yeah.
know what you do. You go in there and you just start looking at everything really,
Looking.
really
Hmm.
closely and
Yep.
see how it's doing and trying to think, did it look like that last time? And
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
it's fascinating. And this little Symphilia, I'm moving my finger. Let me move my head right there.
That one. Yep.
Yeah, that's a Symphilia that I got 2 years ago, and it probably has grown a tiny, tiny bit, but
Yeah.
not that much. I don't know how fast they grow. It makes
Yeah.
you wonder
Some
when.
coral they just take well, for what I see, the ones I got, they just take forever to start growing, but once they get to a decent size, that's when they just magically start growing crazy.
Yep.
I seen that with the Zoas, with the Blasto. Oh, I remember the name. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I
good for
always
you.
forget. Yes, I always forget the name. The Blastos. Oh my Jesus, thank you. And that one, I already started seeing heads. I mean, it's been a while. I had that coral for a while now, and they slow growers. Well, for me, but Dramedy gave me one. That one grow fast. So one's getting light, the other one's not getting no light. I don't know. So probably I'm gonna have to hide the other one under the light too, and see, because they underneath the hammer. So, but it all depends. I will always say all depends. And the tank, if the corals like the chemistry in the tank, that will do fine.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got some mushrooms in there. Throw babies. They there, and sometimes I did catch one the other day, like the mushroom you have with the white polka dots.
Oh,
The
yeah.
red with the white polka dots. Yeah, I got one of those, and I got a baby from it, but that's about it. The other ones, nope. They don't want to get
Huh.
babies. I wonder why. They look happy, but they don't want to multiply.
Yeah, mushrooms are weird. Mine are all going crazy right now. They're doing extremely well, and there's like
Yeah,
a little bit of a war going on over there. Um, the sort of dark brown, purplish ones that I have are
yeah,
fighting with. I had a green rhodactis that was doing really well, and it seems to be losing the fight with the brown, purpley ones. The red ones have suddenly turned from one into five, and they're killing
wow.
a chalice that I have because they get really tall stems, and then the crown comes out, and it's
Yeah,
stinging this chalice that I have that was just starting to do really well. It's a small one. It's like a bright turquoise color with orangey yellow eyes on it. It's beautiful. I
nice,
don't know what
nice.
it is, but it's gorgeous. And it's the mushrooms. I don't know, they're deadly.
Hmm. Yeah, I got the only one that's multiplying is one that is hiding in the back of the Gorgonian. It's I don't know the name of that one. It's kind of like a beige with I don't know. Let me see if I can get a glimpse of it. But that's the only one right now. Uh, oh, maybe through here. Hold on. right there.
Oh, at the bottom there?
Yeah, yeah. That's the only
And that
ones.
and that's a mushroom?
Yeah.
It looks like a rhodactus to me.
Is it?
Let me make you full screen. Oh, well, maybe not.
And it got two babies now. Now that I look at it.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? I think it's the Discosoma type.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know if polytoas can sting the green finger leather? Because ever since those
Uh,
poly started growing around that finger leather, it just been receding and receding. Or it's a
I
mushroom.
the one oh, I see what you mean, right beside there. You know
Yep.
what? Those pallies the green ones with the dark brown skirt around it?
No, 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 no.
No?
No,
Okay.
those, yeah, the skirt is still green.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
which one you're
know.
talking about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they call
sometimes I think
them
it's,
mint
yeah, the
they
mint
call
ones.
them
Yep.
mint chocolate chip or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I've
don't
been
know.
thinking if it's the polytoas or the mushroom that's stinging the green finger leather. Because it was doing good. That's the reason why I opened the space so that one can grow,
Yeah. Yeah.
and now it's just receding. And I don't know.
Well,
I don't.
maybe get a scalpel in there and cut them off. I mean, unless you like the pallies more than the green finger leather,
No,
just
no,
get
never.
a just
It's in
get
a
a
plug, so I
scalpel
can.
and
Yeah, it's in a plug. I can remove the whole list.
oh,
So
oh.
yeah, it's a frag. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing you could try to see if that makes a
Yeah,
difference
that
maybe.
helps, right?
Yeah. Oh, anonymous aquarist emailed me about a link. Let me see what I've got here. Oh, there we are. All right, anonymous aquarist, I will send you the link right now.
Is the one with the fret rack?
Let me just see. I'm trying to do this from my phone.
Yep.
All right, let's see if this works. Okay,
Before I die.
it will be sent.
That was the minion.
Yeah, that's my text. I usually shut that off, sorry. Yeah, my daughter's sending me a text to say that she made chocolate ice cream, so all is well in the world. Hey, Chimp the Reefer.
Chip.
Okay, thanks,
Yeah.
Oscar. Email me again and I'll see what I can do to reply with the link. I will copy it and reply to you.
Oh, now that I'm here, let me feed the fish. I haven't fed the fish today. That's no good.
Well, for heaven's sake, that's lucky for us because everybody likes watching fish get fed, don't we?
Yeah. Let me put the pump and feed mode, okay?
Okay, we'll remind
Let's.
you to turn it on. Oh no, we won't need to remind you because you'll remember. It'll
Yeah.
remember for you.
Oh, yeah. I will remember this forever now. I don't know why I never used to before. Always hitting the switch. It's easier to hit the switch than pressing that button and
Yeah, it's true.
waiting like 5 seconds, you know?
I know 5 seconds is just too long.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Chimp the Reefer. Chimp says twins look good, Calypso.
Thank you, Chimp. Thank you. Now, this one I gotta do this side first, because then I gotta feed the mandarin. Ah, he decided to come through the bottom of the rocks. Really? Come on. Let me see if I can get them to come to the front. And then put this right here. Right there. Here it comes. Come on. This way. Come this way. I love mandarins. I'm telling you, that's my favorite fish. I don't know. That fish is, it's just something about that fish.
Yep. Yes, I had one once and
Mm.
it did not survive. I had lots of pods in the tank, but
Yep.
I think it ended up getting bullied by another fish.
Yeah.
I used to have a yellowtail blue damsel, and that fish was a real jerk.
Yep. Yep.
And I suspect the mandarin was harassed to death by that fish.
Yeah. Here, the one that's turning to be a little jerk is that 6 line wrasse. Oh, did I lose you? Oh.
No, 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 no. I just had to cough, so I muted my mic.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, 6 line wrasse. They're such pretty fish, but
Yeah.
you hear so much about them being like really aggressive.
Yeah. He like to bully this cleaner ass. Come here. Here.
Oh, nice. Oh, we have anonymous aquarist. Let's bring him in as well. Hey, anonymous aquarist. Nice to
Hello.
meet you. Have you? I don't think you've been here before, have you?
No.
Okay. So, what do you think, everybody? Should he get a troll question?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. All right. So, anonymous aquarist, this is just an icebreaker. It's not supposed to be like a hard question or anything like that, but just to get to know you a little better. I am the troll guarding the bridge into the studio. Okay. So, we have a question for you.
Kai.
Let me think. Okay, have you ever decided not to take a vacation because you didn't want to leave your reef tank?
No.
No?
No.
So you must,
No.
all right, fair enough. You must be very good at getting things ready and having cover and making plans then for being away.
Well, to be honest, I'm just getting started. My reef tank is not really a reef tank fully yet. It's had it 2, 3 months, so it's still going through its process.
Oh, okay.
I've had
Ooh,
multiple freshwater tanks,
Right. Yep.
okay.
and then got axolotls, and they ate everything. So
Oh,
so then I had a bunch of empty tanks that I decided to turn one of them into my 30-gallon into a reef tank. So it's just got drilled and got some starfish, chocolate chip, a couple hermits, a random mushroom from the local fish store. So
oh, so you're just starting out with the reef.
yeah, uh,
Awesome. And what sort of goals do you have? Do you know what kind of things you would like to keep in there eventually?
yes, I do have a plan right now. The reason I have the starfish is I'm planning to get harlequin shrimp. I think that's how you call them. I don't know.
Yep. Yep.
So, I want to get those like a pair and have them breed, hopefully. But those have requirements that I have to meet before I can get them. And I also want a couple of mandarin dragonettes, and those also have a specific care. So
Definitely.
that's what I plan, and hopefully breed those two. And that's going to be my setup with. I don't know about coral exactly. I don't want to. I see these beautiful tanks online, and they're amazing. But I plan on having like one or two really big, probably. I don't know. I think they're SPSs, one of the high quality. I don't the top of the line, I guess, but I want the one of the branching ones that look. I don't know, beautiful. Don't know yet, but I just like a big old
Yep.
clump of it. Probably take a few years to grow, but
Yep.
I don't know, something
Yeah,
like that.
you'll figure it out. I mean, there's SPS you can get that are not as demanding, that'll grow big for you faster with less chance of dying. And like
Yeah.
things like if you can find branching Monteporas are usually the SPS most people start with, or bird's nests, things like that. They can get really big really fast and be
Hmm.
very, very attractive. They can take over your tank if you let them. And then eventually
Yeah.
you'll reach a point where that gets boring and you'll want to upgrade to something else.
Yeah. That's
There's just
exactly
so
what I was gonna
many,
say.
right? Yep. I mean, look
Yeah.
at Hector's tanks. There's just so many different corals in there. Um,
Yeah.
there's
And when I first
lots and lots of
started,
choice.
the only thing I wanted was zoanthids. That's it. Those little flowers, that's all I'm gonna have in the tank.
Yep.
And
Yep.
next thing you know, you buy another one, and another one, and
Hmm.
another one, and it never stops.
Yeah.
Every week you go to the fish store and you always gotta come up with something new.
Yeah.
You
Very
have to
true.
come up with something new. Yeah.
Awesome. So, do you can you show us your tank just now, or the lights? I guess it's kind of late. The lights might be off. Or are you still cycling it?
Well, I can. I mean, its lights are off right now, and it's not even fully set up right. I mean, the tank is though, so I'll show you. It's so much easier. Hold on a second.
Oh, he might have flipped his camera around.
Yeah.
If you can hear us, anonymous, if you flipped your camera around, I think some phone types will drop the stream. You may have to come back in.
And that's the best feeling. Starting a new tank and oh man, because you get the all excitement again of doing everything new.
Yep.
That's why I had to put my 40-gallon breeder in the basement because every time I keep looking at it, it just keep dreaming and dreaming. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this.
I know.
And like I say, I'm doing exactly what you told me. Let me enjoy what I have right now.
Yep.
And when the time comes, because I like well, all this time now that we got, I've been thinking, what about if I grab the 40 breeder and just put both Twin Cities inside?
Yeah.
But nah, I don't want to do that. They're unique in their own shape. So
Yep.
no, once I run out of space, if I can keep up with the fragging and all that, then yeah, that's just for the good of the reef and the corals and
Yep. Hey, JV Gwaltney. You didn't miss all the fun, although it is after 11 o'clock.
hmm
Anonymous
yeah, I was
Aquarist is
looking forward
back.
for the stream. I was bored.
Oh, yeah. I don't know the meaning of the word. I got too many things to do in my day. I think that's probably one of the reasons I don't sleep much because I've always got stuff that I didn't manage to finish doing before the end of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
day. But yeah, the next tank, I'm trying to figure out what the footprint should be, and I
hmm
don't think a 7-foot tank is going to work in the space I have available. So it's going to be a 6-foot tank, but it's going to be 72 by 42.
Oh
So
wow,
it'll just
beautiful.
be a bigger front to back. It'll look
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
peninsula, but it won't
yeah,
really be a peninsula style because I'll still have 6 feet of overflow across the back.
yeah.
And
How deep is gonna be like the
well,
how tall?
if it's 24 inches deep, I think it'll give me somewhere around 320 gallons.
Okay.
If it's 23 inches, it's around 301, I believe.
Yep.
So I'm aiming for 300 because I want to keep some bigger fish, and
Yeah, yeah.
the aquascape I have in mind. Um, I want to have areas where I can see things like my fox coral, where I can watch it get to be this big.
Yeah.
Or my pectinia. I kept 2 frags, and they've already doubled in size since I cut them. And
Wow.
I want to see those things get. I mean, I love the idea of spending 5 years watching everything fill in.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's the idea. We'll see. It's a lot of ups and downs you go through with a new
Yeah.
tank, as
Yeah.
you know. It's
Yeah.
it's not success the first year. We all go through it. It's taken
Mhm.
me 3 years to reach the point that I'm at right now, where I can see things are thriving, and that's
Yeah.
why it's such a shame to have to tear it down. But you gotta
Uh,
you gotta step back to move forward again, right?
to move forward. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
For sure. Anonymous Aquarist. I think what probably happened is when you flipped your camera, I don't know if you're using an iPhone or an Android, but on some phones, flipping the camera seems to kick you out of the stream. So hopefully you can hear me, but I'll just type an answer to you there.
Yeah. You gotta come in with the camera pointing the other way.
I think so, yeah.
I'm having problem with my power heads.
Oh, yeah?
Well, one, yeah, they seem to be working, but one of them, I don't know, all the 10, when I put them in feed mode, whatever, when they come back on, that like the push, how Billy say and Click has
Yeah.
said, the push is not good enough. Like right now, look,
What
look
are
at that
those
one.
are those the Corallias, Hector?
No,
What kind of
the
power
J
heads are they?
Bow, the
They're the
J
Jables, okay.
Bow, yeah, those nano ones. So look at this side, and
Yeah.
then this one I'm not getting the same push, and
So
it's
is
doing
it
the
a
same things.
does it have a controller on it? Like you got
Mhm,
one of those
mhm.
little controllers, right? And the settings are the
Yep,
same, are they? Oh,
the
that's
same
weird.
in both. Yeah,
And
and
does
I
one
can
have
ramp
a
it up, and it just don't move. It stays the same.
does it need cleaning maybe?
Um, I cleaned them last week, so
I,
maybe again.
maybe
They're
there's
not that
a
dirty.
no, maybe there's a limpet or something stuck, or maybe
Yeah,
one of those
cause
little tiny worms.
yeah, after I cleaned it, it was doing that, and then I cleaned it, and it stopped doing it. But then I think 2 days later, my starfish leg got caught in it.
Oh no.
Yeah, one leg got chopped off. Yep.
Oh dear.
Yeah, came home from work. I said, "Hold on, there's no movement in the tank." And when I look at the power, it had a leg in there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad. I was
I mean,
crazy
y-
looking for the starfish, but now it's moving more than before.
yeah.
Before it used to stay in one spot. Now it just you see it moving around the tank. So I guess they needed 4 legs to move more than five. So
Maybe. But it doesn't look
yeah,
like it's necrotic or anything. I mean, you're not losing tissue from the ends of the legs or anything. So,
yeah,
like just that one,
yeah. Just
huh?
that one. It's
Well,
it closed back, but yeah, it's already healing up. So
yeah, nature's
hopefully we
way.
see. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna see a little finger grow out of there and become
Yeah,
all full. It's
yeah,
gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna start like recording everything and do like a time lapse,
yeah.
the whole thing growing back.
Oh, let me tell you, starfish are really fun to watch in time lapse. They really,
Yeah.
when I had mine, I did a lot of time lapse stuff, and it's really amazing to see what they
What
do.
what happened to the ones you have?
They did not survive, I think, because the first one died because of a mini tank crash, a water quality
Yep.
problem, and the
Yep.
second one died because I had a problem with salinity,
Oh,
and
aw.
it was swinging around. I think the first one lived about 6 months, and the second one lived just over a year.
Oh
So
wow.
I would get them again. but
Mm-hmm.
not until my tank was a lot more stable because I think I
Yeah.
just got them too soon.
Yeah.
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 Hey,
Those
JV
are a nice one.
Gwaltney. Yeah, they were really pretty. I liked them a lot. JV Gwaltney's here and Rob's Aquariums. Hello. And Johnny Martinez says, Hector, don't forget the pump. But you don't have to remember because you put it on feed mode, right?
Yeah, I put it on feed mode. It's back on. Oh
Yep.
man, I felt so dumb. Oh my god. But
Ins-
I
Insane
never
Reefer
used it
says,
before. Hmm.
Hector, don't clean them, they go bad. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
The
so keep
Jabo
them
or
dirty.
the Jabos? Well, I cleaned mine today from Mollywood. I think the trick is you don't use vinegar. Use citric acid because
Yeah.
and don't make a strong solution and don't leave it in too long. My habit
Yeah, like
is to
when
run
I
it a
clean
little
them,
bit in the
hmm
acid and then clean them. Yeah.
what I do, I just grab it, clean it, and put it back in the tank. I don't even leave it there for 5 minutes or nothing. I
Yeah.
have those brushes, the metal
Yeah.
one that I
Yeah.
can scrape really good.
Yep.
And the one for the propeller, I use a fine one. It's not gonna scrub it too hard. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I started doing it way before I did the first clean on them.
Hmm.
So I don't
Insane
know.
Reefer says he had two and now he has one because he cleaned them. Hey, but you know what? I have learned that the controllers are interchangeable somewhat. So any
Yeah.
type of these Jabo Nanos, you know how they keep changing their names every time, like every
Mhm.
6 months
Mhm.
there's a new. The
Yeah.
controllers are essentially the same, and I
Yep.
didn't realize you could buy replacement motors, like that you could buy the just the motor part. So
Mhm.
I got rid of one that stopped working. Was my very first one that I bought in 2014, I want to say. It was a
Yep.
WP10. Um, so anyway, I kept the controller, and now when I clean one, I use that controller so that I can run it in a container in my sink. So I don't have to
Oh,
bring
okay.
the controller from the tank. I can just leave it right
Yes.
in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it works really well. So
Mm.
I honestly, I still run a WP10 in the big tank that I've had for probably over 5 years.
Wow.
And when they start looking like they're not running right, I just take
Mhm.
them out and clean them, and I don't
Put
have
them back.
that problem with them being damaged.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's working, but I like the push is not as strong as that one, and they
Yeah, it's
both
true.
in the same spot. They both at the same. I measure the height so I can get the same flow in both tanks. In case I
Yep,
gotta move a coral from one tank to the other,
right.
and no, it seems
Yep.
to be now. Sometimes what I do, I just start playing with the controller and change the wave settings to see if I do something different.
Yep.
But you see now, it's a little better.
Yeah, it does look a little better.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kimber Reefs asked about vinegar. The guy, the high door guy, told me that the problem with vinegar is that it degrades the resin that holds where the cord goes into the motor.
Yep.
And if you take some of those pumps apart, in the back there's this like um, smooth area that's like a bit shiny, and it
Yeah.
goes around where the electrical cord goes in. The vinegar will apparently degrade that resin, and
Oh,
eventually
okay.
it won't be watertight anymore, and that's what causes the problem. But the strength that you mix the solution, I was doing half and half, and he said don't
Yeah.
ever go more than 4 parts water to 1 part vinegar.
Oh wow.
um, and then don't leave them overnight or whatever, like maybe an hour at the most to run in
Mhm.
that, and then
Mhm.
clean them. But don't use vinegar, use citric acid and at a weak
Yeah.
solution. you don't really need much. You just need enough to maybe loosen up coralline algae that grows in there and
Yeah.
on the basket and all that kind of thing. So, hey, anonymous aquarist, I got your email. Screenshot. Oh, he screenshot his tank. Oh, let me see if I can get this. And it's the right size. Okay. All right, I'll take a look at that. I thought it was your tank, anonymous aquarist. Sorry, guys.
Oops. Oh, timber.
Uh-oh, what fell?
My phone.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to
I
put
thought
in
it
this
was
tripod here.
something important,
No.
like in the tank, maybe.
No.
Broke Reef Man says his tank has limited coralline so far. Yes, just water, but if full of coralline, then use citric. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it apart completely. Kimber Reefs? Yes, I do. I take them totally apart, and I use a set of small brushes that includes one that's small enough to actually go through the hole that's in the middle of the impeller, and I clean it right down to that level.
Yeah.
You have to be careful. I always do it in a container, and I plug my sink because there are tiny parts that you don't want to lose. The impeller shaft, for one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can come out. Normally it won't unless you pull on it. You can remove it. I try to leave that in place, and then I just use that little, I had it on one of my videos, that set of 10 brushes that's just indispensable when it comes to cleaning pumps. It gets in everywhere. There's a size for everything. It's on Amazon. I got it on Amazon. And yeah, I tear them right down and make sure everything is clean. And I use a nylon scrubby to clean the outside of the pump to get off whatever's growing on it, or whether it's algae or cyano, or not cyano, coralline. And it's worth doing. The newer designs, the basket is a lot easier to get off than the older designs because it's just a gentle turn. The older designs, you had to get it just right, and there was nothing to hold on to. And if you squeezed it too hard, you actually made it harder to turn it. You needed exactly the right touch. That they were hard to get off. A lot of swearing in my kitchen when I had to deal with one of those. I'm sorry to say there was a lot of swearing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting looking into different ones. I mean, they work. You know, J Bow is a nice price, but
Yeah.
you know, you get what you pay for.
Yep. Straight Reefer says, I see that Duncan, aka Apex, growing. What does that mean? Is that a joke?
He got me too.
Yeah.
You see this Duncan here. Grow
That's
fast.
beautiful.
That one's. Whew.
Yeah, I love that it looks like a tree. Somebody else was talking about that on one of the previous streams. That shape that it has is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put the plug on top of a rock that's kind of like a pyramid shape. So it just give it that shape of like a tree trunk, I guess. And then it grew like a ball. So
It sure looks happy.
yeah, I always that's my signal right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Let me know when things are wrong. But lately it's been staying happy, so I mean the things are good in there. The one in the back is the one that I want to grow a little faster because I think when I bought both, it was only one polyp and they were both the same. They got fragged the same time, but the one in the back, the whiskers got longer. I don't know if because the clownfish is living in it.
Yeah, I remember you showed us that. It was crazy.
Yeah, so I think it's because of the clown. That's what I'm. Because some of the heads, they not all stretchy like that. Just the ones where the clownfish be most of the time. Oh, I think I'm gonna lose my audio.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I think so. It got quiet for a sec.
Yeah, I know that was me again coughing. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Straight.
what. Okay, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, Duncan are like the apex. First sign when things go wrong. Yeah, I agree. They're the
Yeah,
bellwether coral. They'll tell you if there's something up in the water for sure.
yeah, yeah.
The the way mine is growing, it's getting huge, and underneath at the bottom there's a whole bunch of new small heads growing that hardly
Hmm.
get any light. And so when I move it from this tank, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it where it is while I move the rocks. It's because it's
Yeah.
actually in a crevice between where two rocks join together. So I think I'm going to have to remove it. When I do that, I'm going to cut the whole bottom half off because there's all these little tiny heads underneath there that hardly get any light except when the Orphex
Hmm.
are on. The one in the
Okay.
front is on an angle and it reaches under there for like 5 hours a day. That's all the light they get. They're
Wow.
surviving. They're not growing very fast, but they're not dying off. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, they've adapted, I
Yeah, a
guess.
lot of people, say that. Yeah, the like the heads in the bottom of it, it will die. But
Yeah.
I see mines, and they there too.
Yeah.
I got a bunch. Look at this corner here.
Yeah. I
It's
think they just
amazing
need some light.
how many heads, new heads are
Yeah.
down here. It's
Yep.
a
Yeah,
bunch.
see, mine does that too. And you would think there's no way they can survive, but they
Yeah.
must just get enough light.
Probably
Oh,
also
gee,
the reflection bouncing back of the sand bed too.
probably. That
Just a
probably has
little
a lot
part.
to do with it.
At
Yeah.
least they get a little part. But I try to
JV,
feed all of them.
yes. Yeah. JV Gwaltney is wondering about a power head to occasionally blow detritus off the bottom of the tank with half-inch glass. You know, you can get, now would this be in your, would you hold this in your hand and move it around, or you're thinking of mounting it somewhere and then just having it turn on and off occasionally? Um, I guess half-inch glass, you can't really use any of the nano power heads because the magnets won't be strong enough unless you can come up with a stronger magnet. Um, I don't know, Hector.
Yeah.
You're the king of finding stuff. Maybe you know of something.
Uh, I mean, if it's only for that to blow the triters, you could go with any. I will say the suction ones,
Oh
is
yeah, that's
because of the
true.
glass.
I forgot about those. Yep.
Yeah, the Aquon,
Yeah.
Aqua Top.
Yep.
That's the one I had in the fragging stand at one point, and they were good. The Aqua Tops, they blow a lot. That's the one I use to mix salt now.
Yep. Yeah,
I could
that's
show you.
right,
Let me.
JV. He says he
Mm,
wants to mount it, and so you're right, Hector, because we had a couple of those power heads when we had our big freshwater tanks. So if you're going to mount it in place, it can be a little bit awkward to get it positioned properly because if I remember right, there's a lever. So you place it against the glass and then you pull the lever down and that
Yep,
draws it onto the glass, right?
yep, yep. I got it right here. This is the one I use. Right here. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
This is the Aqua Top, and it's good. It mixed
yep,
the salt. This is how many?
yep,
660 gallons per hour.
yep. And they're not that
Jesus.
expensive either, are they?
No, no. I spent.
No.
I think I bought this one for like $25
Yeah.
or
Yeah, so
$20, something like that.
so you said Aquatop. I'm just going to type that on
Yeah,
here. Uh, how do I do that?
Aqua Top.
Aquatop. So everybody can see it.
Focus, focus. Maybe if I take the
Or
lens. There we go.
so with a suction mount. There we go.
There you go.
So that should work.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have Anonymous Reefer has come back in. Let's see what's going on now. Hey, Anonymous, you're back.
Hello.
And we have audio. That's good. That's always good.
So yeah, that flipping the camera really my browser didn't like it. It just didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
Or my phone.
Yeah. So you could turn your phone right around, but then we'll have to tell you what we're looking at because you won't be able to see it.
Right.
We,
I mean,
we have
it's just a 10-gallon that's holding my live rock with a starfish, some hermits, mushroom,
right.
and a filter with a bunch of, I don't know, the porous rock, the, not, I don't know, live, I don't know, it's probably a word for it. I don't know.
Is it biomedia like Matrix
Yes.
or yeah?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one of those Fluval or Aqua Clear, those really cool ones that come with like a sponge and
Oh, right.
yeah. And then I just took out the carbon thing and put in a whole bunch more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, I have a
Real
new
cool.
canister filter that's completely full of Matrix and Cyperax. Oh, we lost you again.
We
Darn
lost him.
it. That's too bad. Oh, there he's back again. Okay, here we go. You're back.
Hey.
We lost you briefly.
Yeah, my bad. That's the filter I was talking about.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, okay. Yes, my canister filter, I took all of the stuff out of it that it came with, and I have filled it with Matrix and rubble and some seeded Matrix from my big tank. And that's the filter that's going to run the 90-gallon holding tank, I hope. So we'll see what happens. So, Anonymous, how long has this tank been going then?
2-3 months now.
2-3 months? Yeah, I think you told us that at the beginning. So you said you drilled it?
Not this one. I have a 30-gallon right there.
Okay,
And I
right.
just drilled that one because I mean
Right.
everything that was in there, but I didn't want to drill it. So
yeah,
that will become my sump, which will go down here. This will go there.
right.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
my plan.
Yep. Yeah, that's sound.
Yeah.
10 gallons on a 30. That's good. That's a good ratio, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Listen to me. I talk as if I know what I'm talking about. And I only ever had my first
Come
tank with a
on.
sump was a couple years ago, and it was a 20 long with a 15-gallon sump with a 15 long. And it was pretty interesting. I have it all documented in videos if anybody wants to go back and look at. Speaking of that, that's the rabbit hole I went down this week. For some reason, I was
Yeah.
looking for a video, and I started watching a couple of my older videos, and it turned into like a 3-hour binge because I didn't remember half the stuff that went on back then. It was just
I know.
crazy. It's borderline embarrassing.
Nah.
When you see all the stuff that you go through, right? And now you're thinking,
Yeah.
like, jeepers,
Why
I knew
did that?
nothing back then. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
yeah, you sure learn a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good night, Kim. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the chat is discussing copper band butterflies and how much they love to nip at clams.
Yeah, the beginning is always a little challenging, because
Yeah.
for me was more just using everybody's opinion and things happening with my tank. So instead of going by my own experiences,
Yeah.
and every time I came to a problem, I just go, let me look at this video, and then look at another video and the same topic, but they both got different views on it, and that's when the headache started, and it was hard,
Yeah. Well, and what it teaches you, what I found is after a while you start understanding more of what your sort of philosophy is of reefing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
because some people are super super automated, and that's
Yep.
not something I want to do because I don't trust it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just feel like if it fails, you can have a catastrophe that can happen
Yeah.
because you made a little tiny mistake or you forgot something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
we lost him again.
And, and all you
But
work
what?
for so many years, it just can
Yep,
go in a couple
that's
hours.
right. Yep.
It's
And I
crazy.
know that a lot of people like to strip everything out of their water and then add it back in so that they can control what's there. I totally
Yep.
understand that approach, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not something I want to do because to me, if you can manage what you have more naturally, I guess,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
by having heavy input, heavy output, like to me that's a more natural way of
Mm-hmm.
doing things rather than having a chemical for every single thing that happens.
But
And
yeah. Yeah.
I know lots of people have super success that way, but it's never been something that I've pursued because I don't understand. I have to understand what the chemical does, why it
Yeah.
does what it does, what the mechanism
Mm-hmm.
is that operates that makes it do. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you come to the end of all that research and you go, I don't know, like
Mm,
there's a couple
yeah.
things that could happen that make me maybe not want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's what's so great about this hobby is we all do it differently.
Yeah.
And through that process we all learn what works for us because like some people don't have the time to spend that it would take to be really hands-on, and yet they still could be successful with a reef tank, so that's why they automate. Like I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of it, but
Mm, yeah.
anyway.
And the streams, I always say the streams are really, really good for beginners
Yep.
because
Mhm.
this is where they can get all the answers they're looking for instead of going by this video that was done 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and things
Yep.
have changed a lot
Yeah.
from then to now.
Mhm.
So it's better go,
Yep.
find that person and just stick with one person. I always say that too. Try
Yeah.
to learn as much you can from that one. Once something's not working from that one, then you move to the next one. We
Yeah.
can always refer some people to go watch that we all kind of have the same philosophy.
Yep. Yep. And
And
the nice thing too is just because someone thinks differently than you doesn't mean you're wrong or they're wrong.
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
different.
yeah,
And as long as you don't start going off and doing a whole bunch of different things that don't work with each other, because
yes,
I think that's the other problem people have is, they use one certain method that, and they go, oh, geez, well, I'm going to try this, but the two things
Mhm.
clash with each other, so you got a problem, and you don't realize that
Yeah,
until after you try it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I guess Oscar, Insane Reefer, I guess we just never connected. I'll try and email you and have you answer me back, and we'll make sure I have the right email for you because I did reply to your email with the link. So I don't know whether you didn't get it or maybe it's gone into your junk file. I'm not sure, but anyway. So it is 11:33, so I should probably say goodnight and write notes and look back on them. Yes, you know what? That's really good advice. I had a journal when I started, and every page was
Hmm.
a different day, and it was everything I did. And
True.
it was so freaking complicated because it was like, okay, this thing goes in the tank Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then this
Yeah.
thing goes
Yeah.
in the tank Tuesday and Thursday, and then this thing goes in the tank Saturday, and this thing like I had to write, I had to sort of fill in the dates for like 3 weeks in advance
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
something was every 5 days and something was every 3 days, and it was just ridiculous.
Hmm.
And so I
Hmm.
have 3 journals full of all of those notes, and I would
Wow.
test and I would put the notes down, and it was just crazy. It
Yeah,
was
but it's
too
fun.
complex. It was too
Yeah,
complex.
but it's fun.
Yeah.
But I love every minute of it.
Yep.
Like at the beginning, you'd be okay, salinity, and then
Mhm.
nitrates, ammonia, and then
Mhm.
calcium, magnesium, and it just keep
Yep.
going. It just keep going, never stops. And but once
Yep.
you have an understanding how everything works and how much is taken out of the water from whatever you got in there,
Yep.
you kind of know what to do to adjust everything. So,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
but yeah,
Good night,
write
JV.
everything down
Yes. Especially in the beginning.
in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and put it in your calendar because I was doing that for a long time. When I did a water change, I would put it in my phone calendar, which tank and how much.
Hmm.
And then I stopped doing that, and now I'm at the point where I don't even remember the last water change that I did on the big tank. And I look at my SPS and I'm going, there's not the polyp extension I was getting during the day. What's going on? So I'm going to do a water change. I
Yeah.
think I said that. I'm going to do
Yeah.
that tomorrow and see and just see whether that's it.
And see, yeah, yeah,
Maybe the pH is not where it should be. I have to
maybe,
put in a
yeah.
new pH probe. In fact, I did, but I put it near a power head in the main tank. I have a feeling there's some interference. I don't know.
Oh, okay, maybe,
Be-
yeah.
because it's, or maybe with the bubble scrubbing, it's got some bubbles up around the sensor and
Hmm.
anyway.
Yeah, a lot of
So
possibilities.
it's always something.
Always something,
Yep.
definitely.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, let's say good night. Good night,
All right,
Braveheart
good
Reefer.
night. Good night, everybody.
Yep. And yes, Broke Reef Man, you will get to know your tank and you'll know when something's wrong. Yep.
Definitely.
And then you just have to figure out what. Because you need to
And
know how
yeah,
to interpret it.
and of course, ask all the questions, man.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate to ask.
Yep, for sure. All right. On that note, thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight.
Thank
And
you.
I don't know if I'll have a stream next week because I've got some family stuff going on that's been planned for quite a while, but with the current state of everything, that could change. So
Hmm.
but I probably won't know till the last minute. So there could be an impromptu. So, it might just pop up in your feed and see what
Hmm.
happens. And it might not, and if it doesn't, then it'll be the week after.
The week after,
So,
definitely.
all
Thank you.
right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Always a
thanks for
pleasure.
coming on, Hector. It was great to see
Definitely.
everything. All right.
Definitely. All right. Good
Okay.
night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for
Good
joining
night.
in. See ya. Well, now, thanks so much to everyone who came along tonight in the studio, in the chat, and watching. And to those of you who are watching the replay, thank you too for sticking around to the end. As of now, there will be no stream on Saturday, March the 28th, because of long-standing family plans. If that changes, I'll go impromptu, so watch for that.